Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Friday Night Live. And since Lady Gaga is here in Singapore this week, I thought I would just do a Lady Gaga song. Something quite fitting. Hold me in your heart tonight, in the magic of the dark moonlight. Save me from this empty fight. In the game of life, like a poem said by a lady in red, you hear the last few words of your life. With a haunting dance, now you're both in trance. It's time to cast your spell on the night. Hey. And that's Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. And also today there's a very special guest singer, and her name is Sheila. And she sent me this voice clip that I want you to have a listen.
Oh, Miss P, go away, don't disturb me. I have done no wrong. Just go away and let me be. My mother and father, they won't believe in this story. Oh, Miss P, go away, don't disturb me. I don't know. I don't know the lyrics.
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Friday Night Live with me, your host, Eugene Tay, the Prince of Paranormal. Now, it's a weekly thing, and we've been doing this for the last 7 years, and I feel today, exceptionally, I'm extremely excited, extremely high. I think we're coming back on form, and God, thank you guys for keeping me company throughout almost half of this year. running solo with you guys hasn't been easy, but it has made a lot more fun with your support and your love. So thank you all so much, especially all our regulars who was here way before 10 p.m. And for those of you who have caught the featured confession today, that is quite something, a throwback to our own Singapore's haunting past. Now, I just want to say a few ways you could help support this channel to keep it going, keep me going. First of all, you can click on that $sign right there beside your comment section. And if I missed out what you have typed, or you want to, make sure you get my attention, you can click on the $sign, put any amount of money, put in your comments, and a big green box or color box will come on up, and I will not miss it. Another way you can support me is also, if you go to my channel, Supernatural Confessions on YouTube, you can click on join as a member for only $3. It lights up your name so that when you post stuff like Jungle Head stolen by Tekong Miss P or Nicholas Huang Yong Jie, you see that the name pops up in green. That's kind of how and like Bear Cute as well, and Derek SG. Well, thank you all guys for supporting this channel. Of course, the best way to support this channel is to join us as a Patreon. Now, I've not been doing this for a long while, as I explained to you guys last week, because without John, it just felt kind of empty to be reading the patron's name in the way that we had usually done, and I couldn't do it for a very long time without tearing up. But now I can do it. I can do it with a smile on my face, and I'm happy to bring this back. Allow me to thank our patrons who have made Supernatural Confessions Friday Night Live very possible, starting with our sentient patrons. And I'm going to do this with just one breath. Elaine Chua, Katniss Everdeen, Mco Grimm, ZP Matt, Queen Lai, Alvin Sensei, Casey Chan, Janice Ang, Yong Kwan Yu, that's a typo right there, Jervin, Starvin Jack, Hot Water Bottle, Eric Edwin Lee, SD Lee, Neurologic, BB Kailan, EpicFishing.com, Sandip Singh, Maiden Newtons, Sean. Whew. Thank you, Alexandra Ding. Eugene, continue to drink from where? Okay. I got my drink. I'm ready for tonight. Now, on to the spirits category of patrons. Joel Go, Chia Keng To, Lida Hayden, Kenny Polaris, Alex, Jess Neo, Jerry Fish, Bibi Teo, Teh Hak Wee, Serene Tan, Kelvin C, Titi Bay, Jujube Jume, Devin Des, Lechmi, Gary Fu, Martin Felony, Isaac Henry Joshua, Ignatius Lam E Chong, Ed A, Yao Siu, oh my god, J, Kai Si, Kaiver Cheng Lek Kik, Koshka, Tia Belia, Jinjit, Yumi. Almost suffocated myself. Yumi, WK, DN, Evan Kwa, Queen's Wolf, Ang Han, Rin, Tanwei Sean, JK, Hamster Barrows, Sharanjit Kaur, TE Low, JJ, Apple Lee, So, Baoli Yang, Andy. Clearly, I've not done this in a while. And now on to Souls. Suchieto, my dear wife Grace, she literally put that name inside the Patreon, okay? It's not me making this shit up. Candy Chia, Ron K, Nicholas Pua, Rachel Y, Sherlyn Ng, Sharon Ng, Stella Chan, Yvonne Edwin, Jenia, Lin Tan, AE, Erickson, N Lim, Gabriel T, Crimson, CB Shook. At this point right now, John will let out his bellowing laughter. All right, thank you so much, Tia Amelia, Go Eugene, Alexander Deng. Thank you so much for your contribution, donations, and your blessing to me. Now, a few things to talk about today. I have also a very special guest who's coming up. So those of you who have attended last week's Friday Night Live, you will know who my special guest is today. But a few things I want to talk about. A few things to sort of give you some brand new information that just came in. Now, today, if you watch the featured confession, we talked about Charlie Three Door Bunk. So for the Singaporeans around, we have literally grew up with this story about Charlie Three Door Bunk. It's like almost every army boy out there would know about the Charlie Three Door Bunk. But what we don't know is a true story of Charlie Three Door Bunk. Coincidentally today, and was not planned at all, I have not known this information until I put up the video. Then Koshka actually sent me a link to a post on Facebook, which I will be sharing with you guys, about the identity of that young chap who died in the Charlie Treador Bunk story. So according to Yusman, who got that story from his Encik, who was there. And apparently I got another story down the line from grapevine from somebody else. But those were all second-hand stories. So a lot of this, of course, the Encik and all that, we have no reason to lie. We at Supernatural Confessions, we do believe every confession that comes to us, and we take it wholesale and we bring it to you unembellished for you to decide as audience whether you want to believe, how much you want to believe, you're totally skeptical about it. My job is to provide you as much information as I can possibly find. And today, thanks to Koshka, she actually sent something to me, and this is a post by Dev Kopitiam. Okay, let me enlarge it a bit, so you all can read together. Okay, so according to this post by Dev Kopitiam Singapore, Private Tam Wai Kyong, born 15 November 1964, died 24th May 1983. Guess what? That's exactly today, 40 plus years ago, or tomorrow rather. Okay, so let me read it out in case you are not looking at the screen. Let me read it out for you. Starts off with a quote. He is not the ghost in the bunk with the third door. He was Tam Wai Kyong. His name was not known and seldom mentioned, but the circumstances behind his death became oxygen for dark stories about the military experience on Pulau Tekong. In fact, the Straits Times appropriated his story in 2016 and again in 2018 as part of a feature about places in Singapore with a dark past. He sits comfortably on the pantheon of ghosts in Singapore, and that I agree as well. He's featured prominently in local folklore and became one of our first ghost stories. That of a recruit found dead and his ruptured internal organs displayed in a standby weapon position by nefarious and unknown forces. That of a third door in a military bunk on the island of Tekong. Details of his death became increasingly indulgent, and the structure of the stories behind his death became a tad more immaculate. In the last 4 decades, we have forgotten Tam Wai Kyong, his name and his life. In fact, Tam was one of the most outstanding recruits in his batch, possibly the top 10 to 20% of his cohort. That explained why in May of 1983, he was continuing his training to be officer at the Infantry Training Depot on Tekong. He was not a recruit. That was the first glaring distortion. On May 23, 1983, his platoon was at the tail end of a 136-strong route march contingent. 2 botched head counts later, possibly due to negligence by his commanders, meant that his absence was only discovered several hours later. He was found dead a day later, 20 meters from the route march track. According to the coroner's report, Tam's body was facing upward, with his webbing and helmet in place. He was clutching his M16 rifle between his legs. The muzzle was filled with mud. His full backpack and uncapped water bottle was found at a bush nearby, and there were no signs of a struggle. In fact, Tam was visibly exhausted just 5 kilometers into the march. A great sense of situational awareness on the part of his commanders might have gone a long way in preventing the death of a young man. The cause of his death, according to the coroner, was a ruptured stomach. No further explanation was provided. An open verdict was recorded, but investigators did not rule out the possibility that he might have been hit by an object such as an entrenching tool which was found near the body. We and Wai Kyong shared a common experience, that of conscription and the subsequent military training on the island of Pulau Tekong. Like any male Singaporean conscripted to serve the nation, he was expected to return from the jungle and back to a normal civilian future once he has ORD'd. But in the years after his death, he became our burden and our ghost, a living mythology, possibly arising from our anxieties and fears, was constructed at the expense of Wai Kyong. In the words of one Kavya Deshpande, it seems unjust that his memory should have been contorted until it was indeterminate horror story told to me on a school playground. Year after year, told and retold at the chalet, in our classrooms, and in the jungles of Tekong. We are continually fascinated by the horror and gothic genre. We are perpetually attracted to our own excesses. Slowly but surely, we became the ghosts in our own consciousness. Unfortunately, in this instance, we project our fears, anxiety, and our symbolic violence we experience while serving national service onto the person of Tam Wai Kiong, unjustly and unjustifiably so. Today, on the eve of his 41st death anniversary, we hope that through this post, we can reclaim his name, his short life, and the many memories that his loved ones have of him. In time to come, we hope to better chronicle his life story, provided his loved ones are willing to reach out to us. He is not the ghost in the bunk with the third door. He was Tam Wai Kiong. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The true story of Tam Wai Kiong. Some people may disagree. Some people may agree that perhaps the one who died in Tekong was maybe another soldier, or could there be more than just one death? It's all up to speculation, all up to you, and that's what Supernatural Confessions is about. We bring you all the information. You get to enjoy the speculation. And if you want to speculate some more, today we have a bit of a video to show you some possession stories. And throughout the next 1.5 hours, I will be running a special Something Strange Festival giveaway for the movie The Ritual, an exclusive screening event by Shaw Theatres at Supernatural Confessions as part of the Something Strange Festival. We have 70 tickets for sale, and we have 80 tickets in all for a full seating capacity. 10 of those tickets we are giving it out free today. So stay tuned throughout 1.5 hours. I'll be asking some questions, and when you answer it in the comment section, my producer Salim, who's standing by, will be reading out or sending me his choice and his picks of winners. So 10 tickets to be given away. And if you can't get the ticket, don't despair, because there's another way for you to get those tickets and watch the movie with us, and that is through Something Strange Festival. You can check it out at Something Strange, supernaturalconfessions.com, and you go to Something Strange Festival as a link. I've left the link in the comment section as well, and you can go check it out. I'll drop the QR code here in just a bit. So if you want to go click on The Ritual exclusive screening event. Tickets are only at $12, which is way cheaper than a $15 ticket that you would get at cinema these days. Okay, so do join us, because it's not just a movie screening. We will be having a 20-minute discussion post-event, Ghost Mortem style. Jonathan would be so proud. I would have loved for him to be there for this one. Why did I choose Ritual? Why did Shaw choose Ritual? Because Supernatural Confessions, the original story, was founded on possession. And not just that, we actually do exorcism in the end of the story, which is my 10th year anniversary of Supernatural Confessions, the book, which will be out this year, hard copy print, brand new art with 4 new stories. So look out for that one. It'll be coming out in the month of June. Now, speaking of exorcism, today with me, I have a very, very special guest. You have seen his featured confession on Friday featured confession. You have seen him explaining about Taoism on Strange World. And many of you have asked for Master T to be live with me here. In fact, he popped by last week on the comment section. And then I casually popped the question, Master T, how about coming online with me? And he said, yes. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your digital hands together to welcome my guest today, Master T. Hello, Master T. Welcome to Supernatural Confessions.
Hi, good evening, Eugene, and good evening to you guys, all the Singaporeans who's dialing in to this Friday Night Live. Firstly, I'm very honored and appreciate and thank you to Eugene to put me on board tonight, to go on live especially. Okay, I have not done this in any of my practices for the last 30 over years. So I guess Eugene has lined up a couple of information for me to answer or explain. And if you guys wants to know more about Taoism, or you are not really do not understand, we can go on live and explain to you guys.
Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know about Master T, you can go and check out our video. We have a very extensive interview of him, but a very brief introduction. Master T is from my Chinese is terrible.
Ten Tao Gong.
Tian Tao Kong Temple. It's a private temple in Kuala Lumpur. So today is a Singapore-Malaysian bilateral ties. And he has been a practicing Taoist master for more than 30 years. And to me, I find that being able to speak to Master T and asking him the questions in English is a big, big bonus. And I think for many of us who are struggling with Chinese, so today is your chance to ask as many questions as you want. I have Master T here for next 1 hour, 15 minutes. Okay, so pop your questions away, guys. Now, Master T is when I interviewed him and I spoke to him, he has lots of ghost stories. So the first question I have for you, Master T, and a lot of the questions that the question I'm asking you is, I get this very, very often. Why in haunting is it usually a female spirit?
Okay. Female spirit, because especially it will possess the ladies around, or usually those. Why women get possessed by lady spirit? First thing first is, in Taoism, male and female. Female is more to the yin side. That means, the dark side. So since they're in the dark side, so these spirits is much more easier to possess them rather than the male, because the male is more on the yang side. So you have the yin and the yang together. Okay.
So it's not because women are petty and cannot let go of the past, that's why they become ghosts, because they just cannot let go.
No. You see, on the other hand, woman is more on the weaker sex. Okay, so to speak, on the weaker sex, and the male are more on the more hype up on as their aura. So that is why, like you asked me, why is a lady spirit is can easily possess into another lady. So this is part of it. Okay.
Well, I'm going to ask you to share one story with us, but before that, let me give the audience the first question for tonight for the ritual. This one, okay, pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to pop this question in, and I'll be popping questions like that throughout the next 1 hour. The first question for the ritual is, what ancient demon possessed Regan in The Exorcist? I repeat again, what ancient demon possessed Regan in The Exorcist? And my question to you, Master T, is, in Taoism, do you believe in just spirits, or are there demons as well? Because demons seem to be a very Western biblical influence. It's always about the priest going in and exorcise a demon. What kind of entities do you face as a Taoist master?
Okay. Yes, I do believe there are also demonic features in Taoism. If the viewers understand Mandarin, they call it the Mo. Okay, it's not the spirit. Okay, Mo is that they can transform themselves into any deity form. Even though if you said if it's Kuan Yin, if the Mo is very strong, it can transform into Kuan Yin, but actually it's not them. So they are much on a higher level. Like, the Exorcist, the movie that in their the demon and all this kind. Yes, we believe in that.
But there's how do we reconcile this? Because if we think of demons as something that's very ancient and it comes from the Solomon time or way before, do we see a big distinction between Asian supernatural and the Western supernatural? Do you see as a difference as a master? Do you deal with Angmo spirit or even Angmo patients, victims?
So far in my life, I've not dealt with any Angmo spirits. Yeah, I've never come across because there's nobody engaged me, and I've never come across. And usually, all this kind of demonic that is on a very high level is that usually they will reside more into in the jungle, the
Oh.
deep, thick forest jungle. So that is why when a lot of people when they go into the jungle, they need to do some offerings and they need to do some prayers. And even though if you go into the jungle, you may get yourself lost, but you keep on turning and turning, and you say that this is the way out. This is the way
Oh,
out.
like the
But
Kui
what the
Yen
hell?
lah.
Yes, it's just like they
Ah.
just block your eyes, but you can't get out from that path. So they are very strong. They are very strong. So especially like for us, I've been to the jungle.
Mm.
What we do is we offer some prayers first. We just tell them and say hello to you that we are coming here to do certain things, and this is our offerings. And if there's anything that we do wrongly, we apologize to you first. So we
Mm.
have to go on a very subtle manner with them.
Okay, okay. Oh, Samuel Yen, thank you for your blessings as well. He says just in time he landed from work trip and he managed to catch this Friday Night Live. Jungle Head stolen by Tekong Miss P is asking, are people born during the 7th month more in and easily more supernatural sensitive than those born during other months?
Yes, those born in the Chinese lunar month of the 7th month of the hungry ghost,
Ah,
they are more receptive to all this kind of wandering spirits possession. Yes, it is true.
but does it mean that the minute someone born in the month of August, which is 7th month, right? All of them are sensitive because the whole month is no.
No. Well, those born in the 7th lunar month,
Mm.
a higher percentage are quite receptive to all these spirits, but some of them may not be receptive or possessed by this kind of spirit or seen these spirits or have a feeling of the spirits around them, the goosebumps, is that because their aura is higher.
Mm.
Okay, so those who are born in the 7th month and with low aura,
Mm.
it is much more on a high percentage that they can see apparitions, they can feel goosebumps, or even in possession too.
Oh, okay, okay. But
Yeah,
the rest of the months then also depend on your birth chart, your birth time. But just that in seven
right.
month, it's just a little bit higher lah. It spikes lah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, there's another question that came in. In Taoism, we come from the Tao and go back to the Tao when we die. So, how come there are still things such as 7 hun 6 po, 7 hun 6 po,
Some hun chip po. It is
3 hun?
three. Yeah, the hun, the soul, three,
Ah,
and the chip po. Okay,
ah,
what do we mean by some hun chip po?
mm,
Okay, chip po actually is our body.
mm,
Okay, when a person pass away, the what you call the corpse is they call it the po.
mm.
There are three souls. So I think the viewers may ask me, where who, where does the three souls goes to?
Where does the 3 soul go to, Master T?
Yes. Okay. So I'm questioning and I'm answering him back because I'm answering on behalf of the viewers.
Ah,
Okay. First thing first for the viewers, Samhun is like for those who has been living all the while before they pass away. They do a lot of good charity. They are very good. You know, they don't do bad things or whatever. Okay, one of it will go up to the heaven. Okay, but you need to be attested by the super beings there.
ah,
Okay, whether are you going up there or not? Number one. For the second one is that those who has done a lot of bad things or whatever,
ah,
they have to go down to the what they call the Hades.
Hades,
Okay,
the hell. Yes.
yeah, the hell.
Mm,
And where does the third soul reside? It is in the tomb or sometimes in the ancestors' tablet at home.
mm.
I will relate a story to your viewers.
Oh,
Why ancestors tablet for younger generations or those who will be like in the 40s and 50s that
ah,
They need to pray to their ancestors. And this is a real story during the Chinese New Year Eve that was back in 6, 7 years ago.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah. I want to hear
Anybody
the,
is it?
I want to hear the
Anybody
story.
is anybody is interested to hear this? Okay, let me
Yeah.
start.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
let me start.
Ah.
Okay, it is a very close friend of mine.
Hmm.
Okay, kind of a distant relative in Klang. Okay, it was during Chinese New Year. New Year Eve. I went to my relative, and then he came, and he came with the family, the wife, and 4 children. Okay, come in a car, and Chinese custom is like these guys will be drinking and drinking and drinking a lot, and then gambling lah. Okay, and then the wife will be like making a lot of noise.
Hmm.
Okay, but before that, there wa- there was a small quarrel at home.
Hmm.
So they came in and then drank a lot, maybe a little bit of intoxicated. And then the wife keep on nagging, let's go back, let's go back. And then almost about 11 something at night, New Year's Eve. Okay. So he went back. He was very pissed off.
Hmm.
He was very angry because of the nagging and this and at home.
I know.
He, you know, right? I think everybody gone through this one, Eugene. Okay. So from Klang to Port Klang, it takes almost about 25 to 30 minutes.
Hmm.
And you got to go through a lot of traffic lights.
Hmm.
Okay. So in my relative home, okay, after he left, he was so angry, he drove very fast, 120, 130, 140.
Hmm.
And the wife kept on nagging him, why are you driving so fast? Okay. I will tell you why I know the story, because he related to me the next day after he get possessed. Okay. So traffic light, even red or orange, he just whacked the bloody traffic light.
Ui.
Okay. You know what shocked it? The father who passed away was protecting him, protecting them, the
Huh.
family. Okay. Until home, he was so pissed off. The Chinese at home, the altar there,
Huh.
he banged on the altar and all the glass broken. And use his hand, he swept off everything. He was so pissed off. So suddenly he collapsed on the floor, and then the wife called my nephew, because my nephew and him are classmates. Okay, that was almost about 12 o'clock. So then my nephew said, okay, put me to Calvin. His name is Calvin. So Calvin answered the phone, but it's not Calvin. The voice of the father. Okay? The voice of the father, and say that, please call master to come down. The father invited me to go to the house. I was staying in Kota Kemuning. It takes me about 45 minutes to go down.
Huh.
So then my nephew called me. I said, how do you know it's a father? Because when we were schoolmates, we were classmates, the father has not passed away. I know how the father talks and how the father react and how the father called my nickname.
Oh.
So I said, okay. He said, uncle, this is not Calvin. Calvin is being possessed by the father.
Hmm.
Okay. And then I rushed down. I and my wife, Grace, rushed down. We reached there almost about 1 a.m. Okay. So immediately I rushed into the house. So I said, Calvin, what is going on? A very coarse voice answer in Hokkien. Wa si Calvin, wa si e Lao Pei.
Wow.
I said, why? Why you possess him? He said, if I don't possess him and protect him during the journey from Klang to Port Klang, the whole family gone, because even red light, he went against the traffic lights. And I am protecting all the while until at home. Okay. And I want you to come down and talk to him. And then I asked the father, I said, okay, now you have protected him. So now what do you want now? I said, thank you very much. And you have protected the whole family, 6 of them. I said, the 6 of them, or else it's gone.
Hmm.
So he said, okay, I want you to please educate my son. He's a very nasty person and he's very hot tempered. I think as a master, when you talk to him, he will listen to you. So I said, okay, uncle, then do you need any other things that I can offer to you or make your another life much more better? He said, okay, master, you just burn some paper money and give me some offerings. And even my tablet, my ancestor tablet is already a very old one. Please get a new one and do a rituals for me. I said, okay, I promise you. So immediately I said, now it's already quite late, almost 2 a.m. I said, why don't you just go off? I said, Calvin, your son is already at home. Okay, he's safe. Okay. So suddenly he just went off and then and then the guy Calvin woke up.
Oh.
He said, so he looked at the ground, all the grass was. He said, what? Hami tai chi ah? Hami tai chi. Kau sai hami tai chi. You bang the bloody table lah. I said, yeah, your wife told me, okay. And then your father possessed me. He said, yeah, I also don't know what is happening. And I drive so fast because my wife is nagging me. I drank a lot. And then, before that, I already quarrel and all this and keep on nagging. I want to go. Everybody go. I said, you cannot say like that. So the next, we finished almost about 3 something morning on the first day of New Year. So after the Chinese New Year, then I told Kevin, I said, Kevin, your father need this one. Okay? You got to do. I will come down and help you to do all the rituals and the prayers in a traditional way for ancestors. So bottom line here, guys, I just want to explain to you guys is why ancestor is so important if you really take care of them or you pray to them. I don't know about young generations are they doing, but my generation, I'm a more old traditional generation. We really believe in ancestor, and that is where I mentioned the 3 hun. One of the hun will be either in the tomb or in the house tablet.
But now you say about tomb, right? But in Singapore, at least we all cremate and we throw the ashes in the sea. We don't even have a niche anymore. So
Yeah.
then the hun is where.
So no, the hun will be in the what you call the cremation area where you have the urn, right? Where you put the ashes in.
Sometimes they don't even put ashes. They just do the sea scattering.
Okay, better not. No.
Oh.
To those generation, never throw the ashes into the sea. Never, please.
Okay.
Don't do that. The feng shui, or it will hit back to the next generation.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just like you are feeding the shark and the fish, the body, right? Yeah.
Yellow.
So better not.
Wow. Does this the ability for the ancestor to possess us, does it happen to everybody, or only because he was drunk, that's why his energy was lower, the father can come in?
Yes, because you see why? He was intoxicated. Okay, he was intoxicated, and he's very filial piety to the father. Okay, because he's the elder son. Okay, and then when he get intoxicated, so like I said, the father, the soul, is maybe following them. Okay, and that at that moment is just lucky that the father was there. Okay, and this is a real story, Eugene.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Master, I believe you lah. That's why I know you got a lot. I know when I was interviewing Master, I was there with him for 2 days. I came over to KL and Master hosted me. Sumu and Grace, Master's wife, also hosted me. You saw from the video. I was chatting with him, like what I could get recorded and show you guys on video was a tip of the iceberg. I was having dinner with him, having lunch and breakfast, driving the car. So many stories to hear. I was like, wow, I got to bring him on the show one day, because this it's not one episode can finish. 30 years of story, how to finish Jiao Wei Liao. I got another question. I think it's been on my mind for quite some time. But again, second question for our audience listening in, for you the chance to win a movie ticket to the ritual. Question 2 is, what shocking thing does Regan do during her mother's party? What shocking thing does Regan do during her mother's party? That is for the chance for you to win a ticket to the ritual for 13th June Something Strange Festival. And now back to Master T. The question I have for you is on Pontianak. Pontianak is one of the most common Southeast Asian hantu, so to speak. Indonesia, they call it Kuntiliana. Malaysia, Singapore, we believe in this long black hair, white gown entity called the Pontianak. Any entity with long black hair, white gown, cannot call Pontianak. What is your take and your explanation about this Pontianak. Is it still around? Is she a misidentified spirit? What is it? And why is she always black hair and white gown, no other clothes?
Well, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I have not done any, and I have not much knowledge and information about this Malay or the Muslim Pontianak. But as a general overview, okay, what I can say is that a lot of all these Malay Bomo or Muslim Bomo, they practice black magic. And, especially when they practice black magic, they have to rear the spirits. Okay. Hokkien is that ilang chi kui kia. Okay. So it may be that there are so many that some of them may go against that Bomo. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just giving an overview of my knowledge that I know. Okay, if any of the Muslim listeners is here, viewers are here, I'm sorry if I said it wrongly. Okay. Anyway, is that they may have gone out or escaped from the Bomo, or maybe the Bomo has instructed them to do certain things, but they are not successful in doing certain things, and they just like push them out. Okay, so it become like wandering. And if from years and years and years and of what you call cultivation of their own spirit, and that is where I think they are in this kind of form. Okay, but I'm just giving an overview. I don't know whether it's right or not.
Sure.
Okay, but if you say that right now this Pontiana and all this, I'm not too sure about it. It's only maybe you can say wandering spirits dressed in red, dressed in white, or whatever is in apparition form.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, if you have been practicing for 30 years and you have done so many exorcisms, so many cases, and if you have not seen a Pontianak, then I would imagine that the idea of the legend of Pontianak is not as common as the stories.
Yes.
Right? The stories is more famous than maybe the entity itself.
Right. Yeah.
But what would you say that in terms of your experiences, because today is about the evil of female spirit. What are some? Is it easier to cleanse a male spirit or a female spirit?
Well, I think female spirit, Eugene, and you have to identify: are they on a revengeful mode? Or are they on a very normal wandering spirit?
Okay.
The normal wandering spirit is much more easier to clear off, to cleanse off. But on a revengeful mode, you have to take quite some time. You have to negotiate with them. And I've came across a couple. I think you interview one of my disciples, Jennifer.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
The one about the spirit wearing red, who died in red, possessor.
Right, yeah, and then also the two sisters that die on the road while driving, and the cement mixer crashed into them. It was released in the newspaper, and usually this woman, this kind of spirit in a revengeful form, you need to take a long time to negotiate with them, and also that they will test who you are, whether you have this power to talk to me, or are you able to subdue me or not. They always challenge you.
But in the case of Jennifer, your disciple, because her own birth time and the chi is already so low that she's like a walking hollow vessel for any spirit to come in.
Yeah. It's just like you mentioned, there's Wi-Fi, but you don't need password. You can go in anytime. Yeah, no need password. Right? Yeah.
For a man, let's say, there's this legend that when you die an unhappy spirit and you bury the corpse in red, or you commit suicide dressed in red, the spirit can come back angry. Does that work for men as well? For men to dress in red, and is it across board? Does it work the same for both gender?
I have never come across any male that passed away that wear in red. There are certain of those ladies that pass away because of revenge, or revenge and then because of love, because of money, and because of greed and all this kind of thing, they will dress in red.
Mm.
Okay, it's very revengeful. They will either take that person's life, and I
Right.
have came across, especially like Jennifer's case, that lady in red wants to take her life.
Mm.
Yeah, and we are able. I'm able to, and my wife are able to subdue this lady in red.
If I were to use an example, an analogy, would it like the normal wandering spirits that possess people or haunt a house? You as a master, you go down. Usually, that negotiation is much easier because these spirits they want something that you can give. Maybe
Yes,
merits to go to the other side. They want some offerings or their laws or pass a message. It's very
right.
friendly. If I were to use the word lah, wandering ghost. But
Mm,
the vengeful dressed in red spirit they come to you very rude, they are full of anger and hate, that to try to even negotiate is very difficult. It's like trying to tell your angry wife to calm down.
right.
So how do you do it? Like you have to be fierce with them as well. You have to trap them. I mean, what happens if negotiation doesn't work?
Okay. Usually, like for me, for my case, when I want to subdue this kind of angry, wandering spirits in red or revengeful,
Mm,
as I told you, uh, I will place all my guardian angels all around,
mm,
and they are very fearful. Okay, I place them around, and when they possess into that, like Jennifer possess into her body, I will be talking in a very polite manner with
mm.
them because you cannot go into a confrontation in the first instance.
Correct. So
Okay,
you basically don't
because
tell a angry person to calm down now. You got to lower your
yeah,
tone, go in
y-
first, try to
yes,
subdue.
yes, I would try to subdue one time, then I
Mm.
try to subdue two times, then I say, okay, okay, spirit, I'm giving you three choices now.
Oh.
I'm going to repeat three choices. If the third choice you do not want to subdue to me, I said, please look around the area, my temple here, what you can see.
Mm.
Because they know that you have something there. Because it is all been blocked. The spirits cannot vanish, cannot run away.
Mm.
Okay, so usually this is how I subdue them,
Kena
and
trap lah.
usually
Basically,
it's like,
you bring them in, they trap
yeah,
already lah.
they got trapped. They cannot. Honestly, Eugene, during my years, they like the Mumbai one.
Ah,
The guy,
yeah.
he brought his things, and then he tried to put something to me. I just give a word. I said, go. I don't care.
Mm, 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 mm.
I don't want to know whether you guys banish him or vanish them or whatever. I don't want to know. So usually, for my practice, I was able to subdue this kind of angry and revengeful spirit.
Mm, mm,
And what we do is that usually we talk nice to them. That okay, you should go into another world if you want. During the 7 month hungry ghost that you and me went to the cemetery,
mm,
we'll
mm.
do some effigy and we will let you go into a reincarnation. And I will chant the reincarnation
Mm.
mantras to them, and I will have the Ti Zhang Wang Pusa to or the Kuan Yin to bring them down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
because end of the month is where all the souls go back.
End of 7 month or end of every month?
End of 7 month.
7 month. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I got some questions for you. I'd love to hear your stories as well. But I got two very important questions that came up, which I thought was very interesting to ask you. You mentioned that don't cremate and throw the ashes into the sea. Someone is asking that what about organ donation? Let's say when we die, sometimes we can donate our organ. Does that give us merit, or donating our organ means part of our soul is also missing?
Well, in a scientific manner,
Mm,
okay, I'm trying to be very logical. In a scientific manner, is that it is good to donate your organs
mm,
before you pass away.
mm,
Okay, but in traditional Taoism or spiritual practice, okay, we do not what you call persuade them to donate their organs.
mm,
Okay, we don't persuade them.
mm,
Okay, we don't encourage them at all.
mm, mm, mm,
Especially, it's like when you sprinkle the ashes to the sea.
mm,
Number one is that okay, the spirit is still there. Okay, they will be in they will be feeling very cold.
Yeah.
Okay, they are in the sea, and that is why you can see that there's a lot of water spirit and all these kind of things. So my suggestion is better not to do that.
No wonder Changi Beach so haunted lah, because that's where they scatter the ashes of the dead in
Yeah.
Changi.
Eugene, okay, viewers, you have to remember, Taoism, especially in Mandarin, they said, "Lu tu wei an." Lu tu wei an, that means, like we always believe, Adam and Eve, we are
Mm.
made of what? We are made of maybe earth, okay?
Mm.
Right? So when you die, you go to where it belongs, in burial ground.
Mm.
So we always believe in Lu Tu Wei An is better.
And
It's just only that I think for the last 10 or 15 or 20 years that people say, oh, I'll do cremation because I got no time to play I got no time to celebrate Ching Ming and all this. But of course, there is a way, but preferably will be burial ground.
so
But of course,
ashes to
Singapore
ashes,
is a,
dust to dust lah, back to earth lah, right?
yes,
Correct.
dust to dust, ashes to ashes. Yeah, right.
Okay. Master, why don't you tell us another story that you have? Some of the scariest one.
Uh, Eugene, I think your viewers have not heard of this. I do not know the Singapore school, the missionary school. What is it? Saint Michael?
St. Patrick's.
Saint Patrick's. Sorry, Saint Patrick's. Okay, this is one of the cases. Saint Patrick's. They were undergoing a full renovation project. Okay, I think Eugene also agreed to that. It's just that the main con faces a lot of issues. Faces a lot of issues like suddenly the work stop for nothing. The excavator, the fluid valve, just snap for nothing. There is a big tree when they want to take it down, and then it just snap. Already snapped 3 times, and they change a few excavators. Is also the same, and the workers are falling sick day by day. So they did call a few of those Singaporean people to do, but after that, for 1 week or 2 weeks, they start work. Then it came back again. Okay, it came back again. Then after they pray again, then it came back again. So a friend of mine, I think a golfer owner who is doing in Singapore. I think anybody who plays golf, he was a Transview Singapore boss. Okay, so he contacted me. He said, "Master, can you help my friend Amin Khan to do some ritual rites?" I said, "Okay." So I called him. I said, "What is the issue?" And he said, "Okay, okay." I said, "Okay. First thing first is I think you need to prepare. You need to prepare all the effigies of the paper effigy of the home and a little bit of those effigy and a lot of burning papers." Okay, the scary part is I travel down. Okay, the same day, and in the night about 9 something, I went to St. Patrick's school. So as I walked inside, I could feel the confrontation. My intuition tells me that maybe the Tailo lah, the big guns lah, the big guys is there lah, confronting me. So I close my eyes, and because as you know, Eugene, I can communicate. So I say my verses, I communicate, and he said, "Who are you? Why are you coming into my territory?"
Oh man.
I said, "I have been tasked by the main con to do some appeasing." I talk very nicely to do some appeasing to you guys, and there's a lot of problems. I don't care what you want. This is my place. Okay? So I said, "Okay, so can we negotiate?" He said, "No." So then I keep quiet. I don't want to talk to that spirit. And then I summon my things. Okay? Immediately I summon. I know their presence there. So I said, "Okay, now, can I talk to you? Can I negotiate?" Then you know what he said? I know you are bringing your generals around. I said, "No." I said, "No, they are not against you, but they are protecting me." Okay, I try to try to lure him. Okay, they're protecting me because I do not know who you are. Because you have been doing a lot of all this kind of stuff. Stop work and all this hydraulic pump also broken. I said all this. He said yes, they were residing in the big tree there, and they are trying to take down the tree. Okay. So I said, why don't this way? Let's negotiate. What you want, we do for you. I have already asked the main con to prepare the effigy, the offerings, paper. I said sorry. Even if you are Christian or you are Indians or you are Muslim or whatever, okay. I said please. I said just accept it. Okay. All right. So to me, then at the end, there's a lot of negotiation. He said, okay, okay, you do what you want. I said, but you must listen to me. I said, I'm a spiritual master. So what I did, I tell him my nickname because we have a nickname behind from the Taoist. I said, this is my nickname. Okay, if you want, you go and check it out. So at the end, after about half an hour of confrontation, he said, okay, I agreed. I said, so if you agreed, let's do it this way. If I do all the rituals for you, please let here be peace and let the main con finish the work because they are behind schedule. They will get fined. Okay. He said, okay, I agreed with you. But you need to do certain things, and actually we prepared because we know what are the things they want. Okay. They were also Muslim there. Okay. So before that I prepared those halal things.
You're talking about
Okay, because
Muslim ghosts or Muslim workers?
no spirit.
Spirit also got Muslim one.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, I will ask you that question later on, but yes, please go on.
Yeah. So to me is I prepare a portion of those Muslim one. What I do is, of course, I can recite some of those Muslim verses lah. And on that day when I went down, I am halal. I don't take any pork. Okay, so to respect them. So we have two tables. One is for the Chinese or whatever, and one is for the Malay. So I started with the Malay one. Okay, and there were one or two Malay workers there. I said, okay, can you recite the Surah Yasin or not? Surah Yasin is like give it to them. So he said yes. I said I can only start with all this, Bismillah and all these kind of things, and then I just pray to the Allah and said that I'm here to do good deeds to all these lost souls. I said you please what you call command them that live in peace, and they were also reading all the surahs. And so after that finished, then I tried to communicate. I said, okay, they receive whatever all the verses. Then I went to the Chinese one. Then I do all my normal chantings, and my normal communication, and interact with them. They said, okay, thank you very much. We receive everything. Okay, I said, okay, you promise, because usually I will always tell them, if you are already a spirit, once you promise me, you make sure that you promise me. Don't turn back on your words. Okay, then they agreed. The next day, okay, there are some of them that are sick. One old, quite elderly man, about 70 something. So he said, every night, so I tried to cleanse it. And then at the end, so the third day, I went back. And then the 3 or 4 of them that I had cleansed them, they called me and said, hey, Master, I'm all now okay. And the work from that onwards, it went on smoothly without any obstacles, and the project and the renovation, or so-called the construction, was just almost in time. Yeah.
This reminds me of a story that I had experienced also, and it was the office of one of our Supernatural Confessions fans. So I got a call. I was doing a tour that day, and I got a urgent. No, I didn't get a call. I got a WhatsApp message, who says, Eugene, how can you look at this video, see what happened? I look at the video. It was one of the staff getting possessed. So everyone was scared. So I said, I cannot reply now. I cannot go down, but you just keep me updated, see what happened. So after the tour, about an hour and a half later, or maybe about slightly less than that, I called the member. I said, how? He says, the person was possessed by 3 different entities. The behavior keep changing. And I asked, have this happened before in your office? Has this person has been possessed other times? He says, no, first time. Happened like that. Can you please come down and see? So I said, okay. I came down. By the time I came down, the staff was already sitting down, drinking water. He was extremely tired. He's like, oh, I don't remember anything. I can't remember anything. So I said, okay. I saw the video and everything, right? I did a scan of the place. I said, hey, no ghost lah. I couldn't detect any ghost. Maybe you come down and the ghost run away. Could be possible also. Sometimes they will hide. They play hide and seek with you. I say, okay, never mind, right? No, give me a glass of water. I just pray over the water. I infuse energy. I say, okay, you drink. So as he turned around to drink, I wanted to just seal the back of the neck, right? Seal, just patch up. I think this fella like macam either he tired or something. You know, the hun, the energy is low, so things can jump into his back. So I reach out to his back of the neck. I just chanted. I wanted to close the infused energy. Straight away he jumped up. Turns out it was the minute I see the movement already, I say this one is not hantu lah. So I call him Kwan Tie lah, Kwan Kong. I call out him and he talked. So he sat there and he says first thing he wants is alcohol. Sure, take the alcohol. He said he want don't know what specific particular alcohol. We don't have. We only got wine here. Never mind. So he drink, and he was telling us about the land was not properly consecrated. This place was bad. So he mentioned a lot of inside info that the boss of the place did not know. I of course did not know. The staff, even worse, would not know. So after he gave his demands already, he says, now got another person want to talk to you. Say who? One of the Dato, the land Dato. Malay Dato. Came inside his body. Then sit down, chit-chat. In Malay lah. Again, they have their own demands and their own terms. After that, finished talking already, they said they were waiting for me to come down to pass the message. And then they left. They left already, so I got the whole list of to do, what to do, everything. I gave to the boss. I said, you need to get all this thing prepared. Then I went to do a bit of research about all the information that I got, because it's very important that, firstly, not to say that the person is faking it, because he wouldn't fake it. It's his job is on the line. He fake it, he will be terminated, right? Or even scared people for no reason. It has no ROI. Absolutely nothing for him to want to fake it. But when I did my research and all that, I found out that the place actually had one big tree that they cut down without giving prayer. And that big tree actually had was a particular tree that people would tie the yellow cloth or put the altar below. So when they were developing the place, they just bulldoze everything. So this entity is not even spirits. These entities got this divine entity got no place to go. That's still their land. They were not invited out. Then you build on top of that, the whole building, business was terrible. The building on the left got business. The building on the right got business. That building where they sit on the land, if you go there even on peak hour, lunchtime, the restaurants kosong.
Yes, I believe in that.
So I think at the end of the day, what they want is just to be respected and to have a small shrine somewhere nearby, to give a proper invite. So I think when people, if you look at like trees and all that, old people will say, hey, you don't go and pee on tree, or you don't go and... I think there's a certain sense to it. It's not just superstitions.
You get swollen private parts after that.
Has someone come to you with that sort of thing before?
Yes.
What happened? How did you solve it?
So we got to go back to that original place where you pee, or whether you shit there, or what you say. Then we just go and do some prayer and say sorry. And then this guy say sorry. I say, you better say sorry. And then we burn something for you. Okay, please let go and let it be over. After 1 or 2 days, that thing become shrunk down.
But when he comes to see you, does he know that he offended the spirit of the tree? Or he probably come to you and say, Master, I don't know what happened. What?
Yeah, he will come to me and say that, suddenly 2 days ago, I don't know what is happening to me. And suddenly my private was a good swollen. I said, then, I tried to communicate, see whether got spirits. I said, no. So then I said, did you simply pee somewhere or where? My intuition tells me, oh, yes, I went to the place. There's one tree there or something. I just peed there. Was in emergency. I just peed there and I just went off. And then after 2 days later, I got all these swollen things.
He never says so.
So I said, okay. I said, okay, take me over there. I'm going to do the prayers for you.
But no.
Okay, Eugene, excuse me a minute. I'm going to the WC for a while. Okay.
Yes, as you're talking about peeing, it must be.
Okay, okay, gentlemen, you guys continue first.
Oh boy, that was so cute. Oh boy. Okay, so since I got some time with you guys, why don't I ask you all the next question? This is question number 4. During the exorcism, what pieces of furniture move violently on its own? During the exorcism, what pieces of furniture moves on its own? There we go. And let's go with the last question as well. The profession that Reagan's mother have in the movie. There we go. 2 questions back to back. All 5 questions out. If you answer all 5 questions correctly or have the most number of correct answers, Salim will be giving you the tickets. And Salim, if you're listening, I'm sure you are. Let me know who are the winners. Who are the 10 lucky winners that we have today? Oops, did I get something right? Question 3, bro. Question 3, no 4. Question 3. What offensive phrases does the possessed Regan famously say to Father Keras? Keras, huh? Okay. So we have all the 5 questions out. Let us know the answers. And yeah, Mario, that's why I had to mute lah. Master had his earpiece on. Live show lah. Live shows like that lah. You get all the behind the scenes stuff. Oh Lord. Once again, if you would like to get sorry, Master, you're back. Wait, let me unmute you. Okay, there you are. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to coincide with the topic that we are discussing, especially the swollen thing and the P, okay?
Okay. Yeah, Master, what other... because obviously we got you here. We cannot resist asking you ghost stories and all that. So, any others that come to mind?
For ghost stories, I have a lot, but I think we should keep it for maybe the
Another
next
time.
month or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, another time.
Because
to keep.
I will be seeing you for 7 months, right, this year?
Yep. I'm applying the permit for you to go to the Yap Alloy main tombstone. They have sent me the application form because it's an association. It's very huge, and the Yap Alloy, Yap Kwan Sing, all the Kapitan China of in Kuala Lumpur at that time. Okay.
Yes.
That will be a very interesting, and I think the viewers will love it because I don't think you all have seen any of this kind of a mass prayers in a huge cemetery. Okay, go ahead. I'm taking mine too.
Yeah, because Alexander Deng has been asking me to finish my bottle. Ayo, darling. I'm not the kind of drinker I used to be before. Finishing. No, Master. When some of my audience they know me from 5 years ago. When I do show like this, right, 1 bottle I finish up.
Oh my God.
Now cannot already.
So Kwan Kung never come, huh?
No, Kwan Kong, I tell you, Kwan Kong, no joke. There's a story, right? There's a particular story about this guy who did a Kwan Kong tattoo behind his back. And then he completed the whole tattoo, including the eyes and everything. His life went downhill from there because he could not maintain the strict code of conduct that Kwan Kong expect of him.
Yes. Okay, let me touch on this subject, especially on the deities tattoo of deities on anybody's body. Okay, first thing first is in Taoism, we always respect the deities, okay, the super beings. Okay, if I have like Kwanti or Hua Kong at the back of me or my arm or on my chest, okay, especially for guys. So if you're married or you're not married, you're a girlfriend, you have all these super beings planted into you as a tattoo, but you are doing, to be very frank, you're going to make love to your wife, you're going to make love to your girlfriend. That means you have no respect for them. So you will get penalized in a form, either your business or your luck, okay, or you have a lot of issues. So for those viewers, you can do some, graphics or whatever, but not on this traditional deities. Please. Okay. For the viewers, because you mentioned to me that what what can I share else beside the ghost story? Okay, for the viewers, especially in Singapore, for those, especially like if you're moving to a new house, let's say, or a new condominium, so to speak, okay, it's better if you don't have a spiritual master or whatever. You can just do a normal. If you do a renovation, what you do is you go to the four corners plus the center. That means five directions. Just buy an apple and put the three joystick and some food stuff there and some the kim chua, the papers.
Yeah.
Just just pray and say that, okay, I'm going to do the renovation tomorrow. Please bless me and let this place in peace. And then the workers are doing their work without any harm. So pray all the five corners. Okay, to those. You don't need a spiritual master. Don't waste your money. Okay, because it's not cheap, especially in Singapore. I think so. Right? Okay. And also to those, even into your office too, before you renovate, and especially when you said that it's an opening ceremony, like tomorrow is a main day, you want to go in, just one night before, do the prayers first. Okay, so that you have peace of mind. At least you did something to those like you mentioned just now, Eugene. They have been residing there for a long time.
Yeah.
But if you don't do offerings to them, hey, you're coming into, like I went to the St. Patrick. Hey, who asked you to come into my territory?
Yeah.
It's very logic. It's very logic. I'm not talking about part supernatural and part in terms of logic manners. Yeah.
Now, Master, Sean is asking. There's a few other questions that came in. Maybe I'll go back up to some of the previous questions that I didn't get to ask you just now.
Okay.
This is
sure.
by T.E. Low asking, in a globalized world, with everyone all over the world, hard to pray at common ancestor tablet. I would like to open ancestral tablet in my home, but would it clash with the family ancestral tablet?
That means, let's say, if let's say I am the guy, okay, I want to consecrate ancestor tablet, but my brother has one, and my second brother has one.
Yeah.
Okay, because they live separately, but I want to because it's my father and my mother.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
But it's only Sun Hun only, ma. Then how many tablets can they recite in?
No, the some hun, you see, the one hun is in the tomb and the tablet. It will go because you are the son. It's your DNA. It's your DNA, bro. It's your DNA. I will go to here. I visit. I go to here. I visit because this one hun is going around here.
Because time and space does not work the same in the spirit world than in our world. We are
Yes.
linear. We all think one piece is one piece, but the spirit world, they can be all, as long as it's on this plane at the same time.
Okay, maybe some of you may ask me, hey, Master, I pray to Kuan Kong, but in this bloody world, there are millions of them praying to Kuan Kong. Am I praying to the actual Kuan Kong from up there? Sorry, no. They are praying to all their disciples or the generals or whatever.
I know. It's like you want to go and meet the MP session. You don't actually meet the
Yes.
minister. You meet all their kaki.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, kakinya, yes.
I
It's
see.
just like in Malaysia, the Inspector General of Police.
Ah.
Okay, you want to like just pray to the IGP, but the IGP will say that, who are you to pray to me? Okay, Eugene, you are my 10 in command. You go to Master T's house. You go to Master Lim's house. You go to this fella's house or Adrian's house or Sunny's house. Okay, you just recite that, but they will recite that for a while. Then they go off again. They will recite and go off again.
So they bring
This
back the.
is actual.
I see. So the lieutenant come down, take the case, bring back the file, then the Kong Kong just sign only lah. Just one by one they sign lah.
Okay. Secondly, let's say for example, I'm not saying I'm good. For example, like let's say I'm a master. My power is quite okay lah. So I go to the house. I consecrate the quantity. It depends on my power to instruct what kind of a level, whether it's the low level to recite or the higher level or sergeant or the inspector or the 2-star or 3-star, because I have that authority to invoke them into the presence of the deity.
So you get one like Si Gina, 2 years, 1 year practicing, then want to invoke the main one, cannot lah, you work your way up lah, you're not there, not at the level yet.
Yeah, because one thing good is that I don't go into trance because I've been given by up there is that I can communicate with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't need to go into
Right.
trance lah. Now,
Yeah.
Hui has a question which I thought was very interesting. Ask Master T if Indian deities and Chinese deities are the same entities, because like Kuan Yin Ma, there's a Indian version and then there's a Chinese deity version. Are they the same deities in different culture? Like say for example, I know the only example I know is like by Rava. He is a Hindu deity. Then when he moved over to the Tibetan Buddhism side, he's known as Malakala. Then when he moved to the Japanese side, he is known as Tenhei or something. There's another name. It's almost like based on the culture differences, they venerate the god in a different way. But is it
Yes.
all the same in terms of the energy pattern?
Yeah, I think it's all the same because they transform into different culture and different what they call religion. Okay, like example, you talk about Indian and the Taoism. You know the Hades. Okay, down there. Okay, in Taoism we have the Tuapeya and the Lipeya. Okay, you all know. But to the Hindu, if you see the deity, it's a lady that is long tongue that is in red. They always like that is controlling the Hades.
Isn't it the
They are from
Kalima?
underground there. Kali, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So same deities, just different culture lah, or different forms of
Yes.
the deity lah.
Yes.
There's one guy called Oh No who put in money to actually post this question. So I'd like to put this question to you, Master T. I got a story from someone whose third eyes got opened by a good brother, by a Hyati, by a spirit. Is it true that third eyes can be opened by spirits?
No.
So
Never. No such things.
so what could
No such
possibly
thing.
lead to the person having a third eye? It's like something was trying to pretend to be spirit, or
Yes, something trying to pretend. But maybe the spirit is trying to pretend that, okay, hey, Master T, I already opened your third eye. Okay, now you close your eye, you see. It's just like kind of imagination. It's like in another world. Okay, but it is your mind telling you that, hey, yeah, I can see, I can sense something, but actually it's nothing.
it's just putting things in your head and then making you think
Yes.
and believe that you got that eye.
Yes, inside here. No such things, okay?
Okay. Now confirm already, oh no. Whoever tell you got that eye is kena bluff by spirit. Master, since we have topic of black magic and evil woman, is there any stories that you have about woman casting black magic spell on the guy that it becomes very interesting gossip for us to hear tonight?
Okay, I have one story.
Ah.
That was about, I think, 5 years ago.
Hmm.
It's a spiritual master that cast spell on a woman, married. Okay, and this is very eerie. I mean, my language. I'll be very open and frank.
Go for
it. Okay. This lady is doing MLM. Okay, MLM, and came to know a Thai local Chinese spiritual master where his home has all the Thai deities and whatever, and they get to know each other, and then they become friends. And then it started off, it's like every night about 10 to 11 o'clock, this lady must go and visit this guy. And what he did is he put something into the food and the drink, okay, and do some charm. And until a certain period, it's just like this lady is like, oh shit, I must go. It's just that something is calling me to go. But the husband was in East Malaysia. Actually, he's one of the gangster head. Okay, all right, okay. But the wife is here because he wants to earn some money extra for the family. So after a couple of years or time, and then there was one instance. Actually, how I come to know is because after when I kill her, she relate all the stories to me. So there was one time she was there after taking all the food and everything, and every time she will feel itchy scratching her private parts.
Mm.
And once she scratch, she must go and see that guy.
Mm.
Okay? So when you see the guy, you know what is going to happen, lah, right? Common sense. So
They read
there
they
was
sit
one
down
time.
and read books together lah, or watch Netflix.
Yeah, they read books, they read comic books, bro. Okay. Okay. So there was one time, and then until that he has been doing this for quite some time, and until there was one time that actually he was raped many times.
Mm.
So when the husband came back, the husband was surprised why my wife at every time 11 something needs to go
Mm.
out every day. Okay, either they chit chat or doing something.
Mm.
So one day the husband tailed her, went to the house. Okay, went to the house, she went in, and then the husband rushed in. Okay, for quite some time she was naked, the guy was naked.
Mm.
He immediately went to the altar and smashed everything up.
Mm.
Okay, and then he pulled his wife back, and then, but of course the charm is there. Okay, they went into a fight. So it happened that this guy know a disciple of mine
Mm.
and asked me to help. So I
Mm.
said, okay, come to my temple.
Mm.
It took me about 2-3 months because the other master, his charm is also quite powerful.
Mm.
Okay, but I managed to subdue it. So she came, and look, I think she's very small size.
Mm.
Even 6 to 7 people cannot catch hold of him. Guys, look at the strength. Of course, we went into a lot of confrontation, negotiation, and at the end, I'm able to subdue everything. And this is where I said, even especially to the viewers, don't simply visit all these kind of masters or whoever, because I think in Malaysia it's also the same. There are genuine, there are, I don't want to say the word because I don't want to antagonize
Mm. Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, I think everybody knows. Okay, so if you get Eugene has gone to Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia. I think he knows who are the good master.
I like to think so. I mean, that's why of course, when I started this journey, I myself, many of my listeners know my story. 12 years ago, when my girlfriend then kena possessed, I was helpless. No master. I do not know any single master, no one at all. And ghosts exist, spirits exist, but in your mind, it's going to happen to somebody else, but not to me. Like crime lah. Crime
Hmm.
exists, but most of us take
Right,
our safety for granted until we
right,
kena teruk, then we try to look for help. But then, so I have, in the 2 years that I was looking for a solution, I saw like 30, probably even more than 30 masters, and I would say that only a small fraction of the masters that I have met were able to that I was able to forge a relationship properly.
yeah,
Now, I don't want to use the word as well to say that others are scam. I don't think so. I give them the benefit
mm,
of the doubt that maybe we
right.
just don't connect lah. I mean, we're not vibing. We're not. There's no
There is no
relationship,
chemistry
no
though.
chemistry.
There's no
Yeah,
chemistry. Yeah,
and then sometimes because there's no chemistry, they try to read for me. It's just not accurate, right? Let's put it that way,
right.
lah. But because I knew, but okay, on the other end of the spectrum, there were those that are so outright and obvious scam. Now, one is this guy told me, "You got to give me $30,000. I see you. Wow, you got this. 包你死啊! You don't pay me 30,000 to cleanse you. 包你死. I'm like, bro, I got no 30,000. That means I die lah. Okay lah, I die lah. That's my never die lah. So to me, there are extreme cases. So when I got into
Right.
this business of supernatural confessions, I started to, for myself, I wanted to seek answers so that if things happen like that again, I would never be caught with my pants down, so to speak, helpless. And after my book was published and people started calling me, I realized actually there were a lot of people that needed help. So today, 12 years after I've done that, I'm happy to say that I have probably can count with only two hands the number of masters that I keep going back to, who I have a relationship with, that I'm happy to recommend.
Yeah.
You know, master, I want to recommend people to you, but you retired already lah. How like that? But people sometimes from Malaysia, they ask me to help. I say I don't know any masters to refer them. So how
Okay, to answer you, Eugene. Okay, okay. Since live and we already have the chemistry and
Yeah.
we trust each other. Even though I'm retired, I'm not saying retired, but I'm very selective because it's a private temple.
Yeah.
But
Because
of
it's in
course,
your house,
when
you don't just let anyone just come into your house.
yeah. But of course, if there is any emergency case or something, either I go down or go to the Malaysian guys to their home or whatever, I can do it. Or some of them who are really in emergency, like a life or death, I will invite. I will allow them to come in. Okay, but especially, I will take those people that has been vetted through by Eugene.
Oh, okay.
I will still take. Okay, I mean honestly, bro, I trust you. Okay,
Thank
we
you.
have really in this live show, and also we knew each other. 7 months, you're coming up again, right? So don't worry, and especially to the viewers, if you want to enhance yourself, I think I can help you guys in a way that whoever knows Mandarin, this verse is very powerful. Okay, you don't need to have deities. You don't need to have anything. You just recite it to the universe. And if Mandarin, but if you want Mandarin, then you can look into maybe Chat GPT to go into a Han Pinyin.
I think the way I pronounce it also, people think it's Sanskrit. The ghost also think it's Sanskrit. 大家讲什么？
So okay, I want to finish here is that to the viewers, if you are really interested in these mantras, I think I want to share with you guys, and then so that you guys are equipped with this. Let me tell you a story about my son in Singapore. I mean, he graduated from La Salle School of Art. Okay. He's been he was a former steward in Singapore Airlines. Okay, and then he rent a room, and this owner owns a lot of pubs. Okay, so one day the owner's friend went out with my son and the owner to the pub and drink.
Yeah.
But my son doesn't drink. But before he goes to Singapore, we already guided and teach him the mantra. If Mandarin, you all knows, it's called Jing Guang Shen Zhou. Okay, so he can even though I do not know Mandarin, but he will do the Han Pinyin. Until today, I'm so accurate with it. Okay, so there was one night. They were so intoxicated, his friend and the owner. So this guy was like, he was mumbling and talking nonsense, like intoxicated. And then they went down to the car park. It was so dark. It just like suddenly something possessed him. Okay, something possessed him. So he just like he was talking nonsense, shouting here and there. I'm this, I'm that. All this kind of nonsense. So my son called me. He said, Dad, I think my friend, my landlord's friend, is possessed. We are in the car park and I can feel goosebumps here around. I said, never mind. I said, his name is Rehan. I said, Rehan, you don't worry. I already teach you the Jing Guang Shen Zhou. What you do, just use your right hand, just recite 3 times, and then use your left hand to catch at the neck here. Once the 3rd time, you just hit on his forehead, okay? And really, the guy collapsed, bro. And he woke up. I drunk. Why? So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that this verse is very strong. I can share with you guys.
金
if you guys
光
want to.
神州
Yeah, Jing Guang. If those who know Mandarin, Jing Guang Shen Zhou. You go to either Google or maybe Chat GPT.
Okay.
But if anybody wants, then maybe I can share with Eugene in Mandarin. Then Eugene can post to you guys. I just want to share about this good mantra. You don't need anything, but you have to be very sincere. Don't simply use that, okay, for bad things or whatever, because it will hit back on you. This is to protect yourself.
And why you cover the back of your neck and you hit him is so that when the spirit comes out, it doesn't go into you.
No, bro.
No,
Because when I use the force, like you saw the Indonesian maid,
Oh, yes. I forgot to play. Shall we play that now? Do we have time?
Okay.
Oh, you want to carry
Go
your story?
ahead.
You carry on story first, or should I play
Okay.
first?
Okay.
You carry
The
on.
reason, very
Ah.
very quick, very
Ah.
quick. 1 minute.
Ah.
Why I put my left hand here because when I use my force to hit his forehead to disperse the spirit out, if I don't put my left hand here, if I use my force, he may break his neck, bro.
Oh, you put the hand behind his neck,
Yes,
not
and
your
left
neck.
hand behind.
Okay,
No.
okay.
His hand, and then I just push it to disperse the
Spot
spirit
on time.
because with the verse into his forehead.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, next time
Okay,
if I
play that,
sepak
play
you,
that.
I know it's for your own good. Okay, so I'm gonna play the possession video, but today we're gonna go past a little bit limited. Master, are you okay? Are you sleepy?
I'm okay.
Okay, yeah?
I'm very happy meeting you guys.
Okay, our first time here, we go a bit longer.
Yeah.
I want to announce the winners. We have the winners. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're still paying attention and you're still here to listen to your name if I'm reading it out. We have Titus Leong, Seahawk 85, RSVP by Grace, Jillian Fernandez, but Jillian not in Singapore, Gaby Reagan, Ernest Doe, Vidya Bunwell. You are the ticket winner. So if you could just text me, my number is 9459 4931. Once again, Titus Leong, Seahawk 85, RSVP by Grace, Jillian Fernandez, Gaby Reagan, Ernest Doe, Vidya Bunwell. Please text me at 9459 4931. Again, I was not the one to choose it. Don't call me Kelong. This was entirely done by Salim. Salim was actually paying attention right now, who is my Something Strange Festival producer. Thank you very much, brother. You have worked really, really hard. Thank you so much. And once again, with me is Master T all the way from KL. And these are some of the videos that I wanted to show you guys last week, but I didn't get a chance to. Today, let me play it. Where is it? Okay.
Tutup.
Dah tutup
Tutup.
Tutup sekejap. Saya cakap dengan mama.
Dia juga lagi ngobatin saya, Mem.
Oh.
Biarkan.
Dapat.
Mama,
Sampai mana?
kita sedang buat video nanti kita telefon balik ya.
Sekarang bukan kamu. Itu barang ada di sini. Sekarang aku nanya kamu mau apa? Mengapa kamu rusuk badan dia? Bilang sama saya sekarang, jangan main-main dengan saya. Tak bohong. Kamu siapa? Kamu siapa? Kamu mau coba saya? Kamu harus tahu saya siapa. Kamu boleh nampak ya? Kamu boleh nampak ya? Aku tanya engkau. Kamu bisa nampak ya? Hah? Kamu bisa nampak? Saya siapa? Di keliling aku ada siapa? Kamu siapa? Kamu bilang. Kamu mau lepaskan cewek ini? Hah? Bilang sama kamu pihak Tuhan, bereskan hal ini. Kalau gak beres, aku akan hantam semua. Jangan main-main dengan saya. Kamu mau pulang kah? Gak mau pulang? Aku tanya engkau. Jawab. Kamu tahu ya? Kamu tahu saya siapa? Kamu tahu aku siapa? Gak guna ya, gak guna. Kamu tahu aku siapa? Kalau aku masuk campur, aku kasih barang, kamu habis. elok aku suruh engkau sekarang pulang kepada Indonesia, bilang sama guru itu jangan main-main lagi. Saya pun tak mau tangkap kamu, dia punya roh, kasih habiskan semua. Kamu mau aku gunakan barang? Kamu mau aku gunakan barang? Cepat bilang. Cepat bilang. Aku kasih kamu peluang.
For those who
sekarang.
do not understand the Malay,
Maksimal
Master
aku
is
kasih
saying,
kamu 3 peluang.
do you know who I am?
Saya atau guru memang kasih orang ini
I
guru
want you
semua
to
tiga peluang.
And go back to Indonesia. If you don't, I'll do something to you.
Aku kirain sekarang ya.
I'm going to count to 3.
1.
1.
Kamu mau pulang kah? Gak mau pulang?
You want to go or don't want to
Bilang
go?
sama saya.
You tell me now.
Hah? Gak mau ya?
No,
Hah?
you don't want?
Mengapa? Mengapa kamu rusuh badan ia?
Why do you want to stay in this body and not leave?
Bilang.
Tell me.
Ayo. Mengapa?
Why?
Mengapa? Bilang.
Why? Tell me. Kena lap already.
Kamu mau barang ini ya?
He's taking out a talisman. He's taking out a talisman.
Hah?
Tell you nicely, you don't go. You kena this one very
Kamu mau
painful.
barang ini? Mau makan?
You want to kena
Hah?
this?
Kamu makan barang ini? Mau? Mau makan? Bilang! Aku letak kepala kamu hancus.
I will destroy your
Kamu mau?
spirit.
Mau?
Oh, violent.
Kamu diam ya?
You shut up.
Kamu diam ya?
Shut up. Oh, 来了.
Kamu mau aku keluarkan? Kamu mau aku keluarkan?
You want me to force you out?
Kamu tahu ini apa?
You know what is this?
Kamu tahu ini apa?
You know what is this? She knows. She can feel it.
Kamu tahu? Apa? Bilang. Buka mulut.
Open your mouth. Tell
Aku
me.
bilang, buka mulut cakap.
Tell me now. Open your mouth. Tell me now.
Kamu tahu mau ini?
Wow, master. I got 5 of this video. I wouldn't try to show you all now, but I'll put it on Patreon so you all can see the original, unscripted, unedited video. That's only on patreon.com/supernatural confessions. Wow, master, you quite gangster.
Eugene, that one, the red pouch is, I think you came to my temple.
I recognize it. It's that white colored thing. I cannot explain what it is online now, but it's a white colored thing with mantra inside. Got ash, got needle, got things that you chant for 49 days.
Yes.
While you bring out already, she can feel it already.
I have not taken it out. It's still in the red pouch.
Okay, so I think for those of you who watched the 3-minute plus video, obviously most of the questions were I was able to understand the Malay and explain to you. Master was just trying to force the spirit out. At first he was gentle, asked them to leave, don't want to take out. Haven't even hit yet, just take out and threaten first only. So Master, tell us the story about what this video is about.
Okay, actually this story is about, it was past midnight, okay? My golfer friend called me. He said, hey bro, emergency. I said, what? Almost 1 o'clock. I said, what the F? I said, I'm going to sleep. Hey, please, you come. My mate kena jump. Huh? So it's just nearby. So I rush over. And then they were all scared. Everybody is just only the wife is not scared, just talking to her. And all the children are all downstairs. So I ran up. I ran with my wife and one of my disciples. Then, I start negotiation. And okay, the moral of the story is this. Okay, the husband, my friend is quite a rich guy. Okay, this mate has been working with him for almost about 2 years. I think they must pass some information that this employer is very rich or whatever. So the husband came into a relationship with a woman. It's a triangular love affair. Okay, So I think it's either the other woman or the husband is doing the charm onto the wife or the lady, because that lady also want to have 100% of the guy. So that the charm that they do on the wife. Okay, actually for the viewers, just now when I was negotiation with that spirit, I managed to subdue her, and immediately the other side throw another one. That one is much more stronger. If you look at the video, Eugene,
Yeah.
when I use the barang, the thing, the
Yeah.
powder, I put on her hand, I do some mantra and chanting her. You look at how she panic and she scream until I think it just really wrecked her, lah.
Is that the second video?
The one that she's lying down, that when I was doing something like that, and then she was like screaming.
I'm not sure if this is the one. Shall I just play it for a short while? Let's see whether is this the one. Is this the one? Because there's a second video that comes right after this.
Nombor 2.
No, I don't think so.
Let me just pause for a bit.
Mengapa benci dia?
Oh,
Benar.
haven't yet. Ayo.
Kalau kamu gak mau pulang, aku pakai barang ya.
So that is an Indonesian spirit inside her body.
Yes. So that one was subdued. Okay. Then came another one when I used my knee to press on her hand, and she's trying to grab my, my what do you call the
beads,
beads.
yeah.
So I just take it off. Then immediately I just do the mantra. I just take the powder because I brought the powder along. Because when my friend told me it's a charm, I brought the powder that I consecrate that barang lah.
Yeah.
So I put on her charm. I just chant something, and then got into her. Okay, and then I whack her until the spirit goes off. Then I keep on whacking. Sakit. That means it's already her. Okay, herself.
I saw that one. I saw that video. I saw that part. She's
Sakit.
Yeah. You do this kind of thing. Aren't you scared that the other side? Because when you go into a spiritual battle, it may never end. What the other side, the master also got ego, right? And then you destroy his spell. He's going to, even after the mate is safe, you are not safe. What?
But okay, to be very frank, is that I have my super beings there guarding me. You came to my temple. And secondly is I have my guardian angels. Okay, all right. And if I am able to subdue 2 of that spirit, I would rather think that the other side knows that this guy has something lah. Don't play lah. Maybe I can try, but I want to see how lah. So to me, it's like if I have already stepped into one leg, I cannot pull it out. I have to go all out.
Yeah.
Because if I want to save people, I cannot just go halfway and say, okay lah, you go and die lah. Sorry lah.
Wow, master, but I mean, I put myself in your shoe. I'm glad to know that you have your guardian, but I put myself in your shoe. If ever one day I grow up and I do spiritual work, I would always have at the back of my head, I would never know that how powerful I am until I tested.
Yes.
So I may think that I got guardian now, but then suddenly one day, Ishan Kau, I kena something I cannot handle, then my family in trouble. Even I want to take any job also, I scared, no. But then at the end of the day, I still want to help people. Then how do you reconcile that? You want to help, but there's also a risk. Cannot say no risk, ma. You invest also. Right. Investment, no matter how safe, also got risk, ma.
Actually, Eugene, this kind of charm is very scary. Like you mentioned, Isan Hayu, Isan Kau. We do not know what this guy has. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. He may come and step at the back of you if you don't have any guardian angels. Correct. Like for me, it's just that I told you, I've stopped this for almost 10 years, but for very special emergency occasion, I will go in.
Yeah.
And honestly, when I put my leg into it, I'm risking my life. I do not know who the other party is.
I feel you, bro. Master, I feel you, man. I got one story to tell you. I think I share story now.
Yeah.
So this particular case is someone's asking me, Alexandra, Eugene, we go to 12:30 can? Darling, we are
Pa.
wait. Soto mate, okay? We take things one at a time first. I think we master also need to sleep lah, huh? Okay.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No problem.
Okay.
No worries.
If you guys feel free to put in some money, you know, next time I go Malaysia, I can buy master some kopi lah, or I don't know whether he drink alcohol or not, but I buy him alcohol. Okay, so this story is about this, similar to the story that you said. This man Ichibawa lah, okay, he's quite a wealthy, self-made businessman. Then he has a wife, but you know, typical Chinese men, they like to go KTV to drink, or they like to go to all the nightclubs. So he kena one guy, he kena one girl who fell in love with him. Obviously, wanting him for himself, for herself, not just happy to be the mistress, wants him to leave his wife for her. So initially when they got together, when she's a working girl, of course lah, anything lah, 先生啊, 先生, don't worry lah, 我照顾你啦, 你照顾我啦. But he buy for her a house, buy for her everything. But I think his mistake was to tell her, to quit your job, don't work anymore. Don't work anymore, I will take care of you. So that's what she did. She quit her job. She was now fully on mistress. Maybe she's bored or something. She wanted him. So in order for her to continue wanting him, she cast a spell. She cast a spell on him to make sure that he leaves his wife. So when he's at home, when he tries to make love with his wife, right, he feel very unaroused, or there's a bad smell coming from his wife, and he keep going back to the mistress. But at least for him, he has a bit of lucidity lah. He was not totally brainwashed. So he was thinking, hey, something's not right. And every time he wanted to go and find a master to cleanse himself or to find a spiritual solution, his tire will puncture, he will fall sick, stomach ache, his son's school, the teacher will call for parents meeting. He never get to solve the issue. But he knows something is wrong. Then after that, it got even more. So he said, I don't want to see this girl anymore. I think there's something wrong with her. So he tried to break off. The minute he tried to break off, that's when shit hits the fan. He started seeing entities around. He started seeing this red light globes flying around. Not a real shadow person in the room, but at the corner of his eyes, he can see a ball of light. Then later on, he started getting hair. He find hair on his cock. In the morning he wake up, he will be able to pee out hair. Then he knows something is terribly wrong. So he said by hook or by crook, no matter how sick or painful he is, he went to find this Thai master. Because in Singapore, most of the practices is either Thai or Taoism. Right? So as he went to the master started to purge out the spell on him. Only then did he realize there is multiple spirits that she has placed in his body. So every time he come over to her, she make him go down on she make him go down on her, or she feed him soup. She's always putting something inside the food. So inside his body got about more than 15 spirits. Because she keep pumping. Every time she pump one time, she feels got no effect. She pump another time. No effect, she pump another time. Until he got 50 spirits in him. His liver was giving way and his body was breaking down. But he thought it was just mainly because he was drinking or he was not having a healthy lifestyle. So when he got to the Thai master to fight off this curse, the Thai master went into a battle in a versus mode. And it got so bad that it was master versus master. And turns out that the guy's master lost to the girl's master. And something obviously happened to the master as well. And today he just sort of retired lah. But from what I know about this particular case, the guy never actually recovered from this. Yeah. Master, are you okay? You having sound issue? Wait, let me try to refresh your AirPods is not on already, Do you want to use your... Okay, I see your iPhone microphone. Let me see whether I can use this. Okay. I'm requesting on. You can click on your phone and your laptop. I've requested.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Battery weak.
Yeah, battery weak. Just like, sometimes we need to charge battery, even though just a short while. Those who has talisman or whatever, sometimes you need to charge your talisman or the who you say every 3 months you just want to charge.
It's okay. Use your phone. It's still fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm using my phone.
You probably have to mute your laptop. Alamak. You got to mute something because I'm hearing myself.
I got to mute my laptop.
No, you mute your laptop. You cannot hear me already. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to say a quick thank you to Evan Kwa, Samuel Yuan, T. Amelia. Evan Kwa saying, Eugene, please let me buy kopi for Master and Eugene. Evan Kwa make a donation to us, Master, for me buy you kopi. Samuel Yuan as well. Today's intense. Thank you, Master, for sharing stories with us. T. Amelia says, another great session tonight. Derek Lim saying, Master looks like he can still go on 4 hours. Let's fucking go. Master can go on. The iPod cannot go on anymore. No battery anymore.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Eugene, I think it will be good if maybe in the next couple of months or whatever, at least if I can be present in Singapore, maybe have a small gathering like 20, 30 or whatever people, they can ask questions and then in real person, whatever I can answer, I answer, or whatever I can share, I share, and whatever I can help. Okay, we're not talking about monetary form. We are just wanting to help. Like I told you, I want to help you guys with chanting the mantras. I'm going to pass it to Eugene. Eugene will just disseminate to all of you.
Nice. Master, I got a center in Singapore that's opening up in June. So once the center is open up, feel free to come on down. I think within the community, we can probably pull some money to cover your cost here and your lodging I know it's not about the money, but make you spend also paise At least let us cover your lodging and food How about that? All right. So I think with that, Master, any last words for us? I know your battery is down and everything. We are almost reaching midnight already.
I thought somebody requested you for 12:30, right?
not going to happen, guys. I need to skip. Tomorrow I got to run tour, no. Okay.
Okay.
But Master, what do you think about the particular story that I don't know whether how much of it you heard because you were dealing with your mic issue?
About the spirit, I think so, right?
The girl casts the spirit of the man, then black magic, love spell. Is that a common thing from your experience?
Love spell, yes, that is a common thing. Okay, love spell happens is because, love affair. Okay, either the guy or the lady you want to possess each other. Okay, completely control. And secondly is maybe the woman will cast spells on that man is because of his wealthiness or whatever, just to get involved with her and just be controlled by her. But mind you, whoever engaged in all this spiritual master or black magic that casts on somebody, be prepared for when, Hokkien always said, the last 3 years, be careful before you go off to this world.
Okay,
if you come back to you, or maybe your children, your next generation, or your sons' children, if the karma will goes back to you because whoever engaged in black magic will do on something. Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, there's so much.
So you see, Eugene, for me, it's like to me, I think during the interview, I will do the right path as a Tao way. Yeah. I don't go into any illegitimate way. Okay, it's just that when I go into a confrontation, it's just that, like I mentioned, I don't care who the hell he is, To me, I'm putting my life at stake. It's just that whatever he throws over, I try to close it. He throws over, I try to close it. Like the Indonesian man, at least when he throw two, I subdue everything. So to me, I do not have any knowledge of doing black magic to someone.
But Master, some people say that in order for you to fight black magic, you must learn black magic first. What? Otherwise, how you know how to unravel the black magic? Is there some truth to that?
I don't think so. But Eugene, I never learned any black magic, but I'm able to subdue even charms. It's just that if you are moving in the right path, you're very sincere, you want to help people, not because of fame and not because of monetary issue, I think the super being up there will be supporting you.
Wow. Oh man, I love today's session so much. Very rarely do we go, our session. I think, guys, frankly, the reason why I even brought Master T here because my 2 days, 1 night there with Master T has been non-stop action, and clearly you can see today in just our almost 2 hours here, with Master T and I at the mic, right, non-stop lah. So I do hope very much, Master T, to really bring you to Singapore. Let me make that happen for you. And some of you is asking, what is this center I'm talking about? I got to thank my community. I really got to thank my Patreons. It is with you guys, your blessings, your continual support that has allowed me to start the Halls on the Hills. The Halls on the Hills, short form TOTH, THOTH, is for thinkers and seekers. And what it is, we are a spiritual center to help you discover your enlightenment for your personal development. So we don't have any dogma. We don't have any religion. We bring in masters from various walks of life. We bring in practitioners from various walks of life. What we want to do is bring all this knowledge, the esoteric knowledge that you do not get anywhere in Singapore on the internet in a rightful, authentic manner. The Halls on the Hill will have this for you. Like, I'll bring the master down. Obviously, if you're interested in Taoism, Master T is someone who you can speak to for hours. Maybe you're interested in Agori, the Hindu path. You can speak to Master Murali. If you're interested in Thai magic, maybe you have some charms and you're not sure how to take care of your charms, or you're not sure about your sakyan. There's, of course, Ajahn Meng to talk to. So I even have the Muslims who starts to come in to give talks. So it is not a religious center. It is a center for esoteric knowledge sharing, because I believe that most of us, if not all of us, have a spiritual side in us, and that we are yearning for these answers. And who knows, on a day-to-day basis, we work our 9-to-5 job, we are not happy, we are grumpy, we feel that it's unfulfilled. Come on down to Halls on the Hill. We have a community there. This basically is the SC community. I want to be able to do this, something beyond the screen that you're seeing me. I want to be down with you guys. And with all, if I can pull this off, then Master, maybe July or even August, I'd love to see you in Singapore. Let me try to make that happen.
Eugene, maybe I think this is a real scenario with you and your wife came to see me. Do you remember? I just want to explain. I just want to give my my sharing of these stories to the viewers.
Yeah, sure.
You remember that we were to go to the cemetery.
Yeah.
I told you I have drive this road for the past 30 years.
Oh, you gotta tell the community this, man. I didn't tell him this yet. It's first time.
Yeah, okay. To the viewers, whether you believe or not, it's up to you guys. And we made an appointment. Okay, it was not raining, and then 4 of us, my wife and Eugene and Grace, drive my car. We went up to the cemetery. 9 o'clock until 11 o'clock. We have been circling the road, and the waves just give us disconnected. Oh shit! I said, what's happening? I said, Eugene, why? I said, Eugene, can you please on your phone and go to this cemetery? I said, 2 hours we have been going around, and then we almost, like it was in Sungai Besi, we were almost going to Kajang, another direction. I said, oh, what the F is going on?
Yeah.
I said, in my total life, 30 over years, I've never come across, and I know the road so well. It's almost about 45 minutes, but it took us almost more than 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know what, viewers? On that night, before I went, I made prayers to my my super beings, the heavenly pure ones, that I'm going to go to the cemetery this with Eugene and the wife. So bless us. I didn't know that before 11 o'clock, it was an inauspicious time.
Oh.
So my wife also never checked. So no, she took her phone and with all those kind of findings. I said, hey, what happened? Huh? I said, never before. She said, hey, can you look at the time? Whether, oh my God, the time is not auspicious. past 11 to 1 is an auspicious time. And we were there at past 11 and we took 2 hours, like, just do not want us to go there because something may happen to either me or my wife or Eugene or Grace or whatever. And honestly, believe, because Eugene and Grace was there.
Yeah. I was there, and at first, Master was looking at the map. So after like 1 hour already, I said, okay, I'll take over. And I saw the turn, right? Because I was looking at the line, right, on Waze. It says turn here. So we turn. The minute we turn, the Waze says wrong. You're supposed to don't know go where. Then it goes bring us back 1 round. Like, cannot be. There's only one turn. Like, where? I'm following the map, And the most important thing is, Master has been going there for 30 years. We cannot find a way there. So, I believe that all these things, there's a right place, right time. So if we were not meant to go there during that time, something up there is taking care of us.
Yes.
Wow.
This is great happening.
Now I'm going to go see you again in September for 7 months because it's going to be a huge festival. So I know, guys, Supernatural Confessions community, look out for this one. And of course, as my Patreons, you guys get first dibs when I'm there. I will be filming and updating you guys. One other thing I would like to add before we come to an end, and I'm sure we're going to hear from Master T again. Just want to say a few quick things. This bracelet of mine is made by myself, stringing together. This is an organic bracelet that I would consecrate myself, and it's meant to cleanse off negative energy, bad luck, and toxic people in your life. So far, I have done this for about a few months, and the reviews that I've got from people who wore this and felt their life improve was astounding. So if you'd like to get it, it's on my YouTube channel. You can go on YouTube and shop. It's called Love and Light Bracelet. Supernatural Confessions is also running the Something Strange Festival. It is now on my website, supernaturalconfessions.com/ you just go there, click on Something Strange Festival. Event is coming up from the 12th to the 22nd. If you would like to support us in any way possible, Patreon is the way to do it, or you can look at joining us as YouTube member. Those are a few ways you could support this channel with your love. One of the things that I'm going to be including in June onwards for our Patreons, and I've been working on this quietly on the site for over 1 year, honing my skills for reading of divination, and I've been told that I'm actually quite accurate or very accurate. But what I'm going to do for the patrons is, if you are a Patreon and you are listening to this message right now, please text me on Patreon. I'm doing one free reading for all the patrons, and this is, I'm going to be charging, of course, patrons, no charge to you, but for outside there will be a charge, of course. But I just want to give this back to the patrons, something that you have supported me, and if I could do something for you, I would love to do it. So text me on patreon.com /supernatural confessions, and I'll do a reading for you, no charge, because you're a patron. And with me is Master T. Once again, thank you so much, Master T, for gracing us with your presence, your knowledge. People saying that you're witty and funny, but we really have a chemistry, lah. We spend so many days together. We really have a chemistry, and I really look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for coming on to Supernatural Confessions, Master T. Any closing words? I cannot say final words. People say "choi koloi." You say last words. You cannot say last words. Any closing statement?
Maybe I want to share the latest incident that you post in the YouTube. There was somebody that contacted you, and we do some cleansing for them. Do you want me to share that?
Go ahead.
Okay. Guys, this is the latest. It's from YouTube. After seeing all my
video, featured confessions, and all.
Featured confessions and all these kind of things. So somebody contacted Eugene, and Eugene said that, Master T, I think this lady needs help. Okay, so we contacted, and then we do a consultation first, and then what is this all about? And it happened that I went to the house, and the mother couldn't sleep every day. So I said, okay, 8 o'clock, I went with my wife and my disciple, and then so my intention is that I said, if this is the case and it's quite eerie, I said, okay, I want to communicate with the spirit. So I do some cleansing. Then when I went in, and then I could see, I could felt the goosebump in this area. I know the presence is there. So I said, so I burn the commandant, I off all the lights. So I go into quiet mode, and then I just concentrate. I summon the spirit. So I summon the spirit. I said, why are you guys disturbing this household? Okay, the spirit was keeping quiet for a couple of seconds. I said, please answer me. And if I come today, I want the issues to be resolved. Don't let me ask you a couple of times. I got no time, I said. Okay. So at last, they communicated. They said they have been deceased in the house of spirit more than 10 years. There are 3 of them. I think we wrote down in the notebook. There are, I think, 2 ladies and 1 guy. Okay, 10 years. And they said they need, why is that they have all this happening is what they need to communicate and they need a master to help them. And that is where I am.
So they had to haunt the living in order the living to find you for help lah.
Yes, to haunt them. So I said, okay. I said, this is what you want. I said, okay. So we did out, okay. Okay, girl, okay, age, name, and then a girl, age, name, Chinese. Okay, this one, okay, we did out. So what do you want? I said, okay, please, 我们要去投胎. Okay, reincarnation. I said, okay. I said, you want to wait for the 7th month that I go up to the mountain, the cemetery, or you want it ASAP? He said, if you can do ASAP, I said, okay. I cannot burn the big effigy in front of people's house, right? So it's very eerie though. So I said, I can have the small one and give you some offerings. I said, I will ask Kuan Yin to bless you and bring you to it. I said, okay, I agreed. Please bring 3. So actually, tomorrow is the appeasing, tomorrow night.
Wow, this is as fresh can be lah. Latest story.
Okay, the good thing here is that after the next day, 2 days later, I called that lady. I said, Miss, how's everything at home? He said, Master, my mother can sleep for the last 2 nights. And then today, I also contacted her. I said, how's everything again after about 4 or 5 days? I said, well, everything is fine. I said, okay, tomorrow night, we are going over to do the prayers. I said, okay, sure, we are waiting for you. So this is
so nice lah, so nice. And it's also a SC community member lah, SC member lah. Yeah. Right, from YouTube, right? They contacted us.
Right, from YouTube,
wow. Yeah. All right. So, well, you heard it here first from Master T. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to, if you're Malaysia or maybe you're Singapore, you want to seek some help. What I do know that Master T does exorcism work, cleansing work, but more of the general stuff, he does feng shui reading of your place. If you're disturbed, before you even get to exorcism, even before you get to the haunted level, let's sort it out with the feng shui first. That's what he does as well. Yes. And also, if you have deities that you want to consecrate, or you have a house that with conflicting deities and your life is not soon, Master can also do this. So let me know. Get in touch with me, 9459-4931. Please explain. Give me as much details as possible. I'll bring this case to Master T, and then we will discuss. Obviously, and for very obvious reason, I cannot just give Master T's number out on the internet this way. I'm sure you understand. Okay, so just get in touch with me, 9459-4931. Master, thank you for all your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and thank you very much. Appreciate your time and listening to me. Hope we'll meet again one day. Okay, another session. I'll leave it to Eugene to fix it up.
For sure, Master. For sure.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. If you guys have anything, viewers, you need. Okay, I promise you guys, I will give the Mandarin version of the mantra to all of you to protect yourself, and I'll send it to Eugene. If you want Han opinion, please go to ChatGPT or DeepSeek, okay, to do the translation.
I think Sean Chen has already done this and he sent me. I'm not sure if it's correct. It says,
oh, good.
天地宣宗万气变gang. Heaven and earth are the mysterious source and root of all energies. 光是完结，真无神同。Through vast cultivation over countless eons, I attain divine powers. 三界内位，为道独正 within the beyond.
地有金光 ，yeah.
地有金光，富盈无胜。
应我身，视之不见，听之不闻，包罗天地，养育精深，众万一片，身有光明。三界四维，五帝四迎，万神朝礼，使雷霆，鬼妖上胆，精怪妄行，内有霹雳，雷声李鸣。东会交涉，武器腾腾，金光四射，夫妇真人，急急如律令，急急如律令，急急如律令。
哎，correct！哇 Wow, hola.
This is very powerful,
Wow.
guys. This is very powerful. Try to chant everything, but when you are having together with your girlfriend or whatever, please don't chant, okay?
Okay.
You can chant it while you're driving, just chant in your heart, or you have any beats while you're driving, one hand automatic, you can just chant every beat, 108 beats, one each like that. Let that mantras go into your vessel, into your body.
Wow. I've got so much to talk about meditation and mantra chanting and 108. But I chant this mantra, master, the pronunciation, I don't know what I summon. Probably the gods also down there. Alamak. Look at that. Alamak.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, Sean Chen. I will be posting this up on YouTube, community, Patreon, as well as Facebook. So look out for it over the weekend. Master, wow. This, I love it that community gets together and when we do this kind of talk. And, this takes a lot of work, to actually research. He gave me Chinese word, Hanyu Ping, and the English translation.
Good.
Sean, thank you so much. Everyone, for this, for this, thank you very much, Sean, on behalf of the community.
Please, if there are 500 viewers or 300 viewers, if you are really interested and you have the sincere heart to learn this mantra, please go and get from Eugene or Sean or whatever. Get it, okay?
Okay.
Trust me.
Post it up. I'll post it up. Got English
Yeah.
version also if you all want to read it in English.
Yes.
Master, does it? So if I read it in Chinese, why put it? Okay, if I cannot pronounce in Chinese, right? Legit question. All my Ang Mo Pai today will ask this. If I cannot read in Chinese, and can I do heaven and earth are mysterious source, the root of all energies, through vast cultivation over countless eons, I attain divine. Can I read it in English?
No, I think you should do the Hanyi pinyin, like, okay, Jing Guang, like maybe Jin.
So Chinese is important, like in this case, language is important.
Yes. You can do the Hanyi pinyin, it's much better.
Okay.
That one is more of a translation for the understanding of what is this mantra about.
So the Chinese word itself has the deeper
Yes.
meaning and the power that calls. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, guys,
so
no translation for you all. You have to read the Chinese.
Okay, so it's very easy. Let me go through one. You must recite with your energy and with your the aura. Like example, okay, 金光神咒啊。Okay, 天地神种，万气本根，广修浩劫，真我神通，三界内外唯道独尊。体有金光means your body have the brightness. You must like say it out.
体有金光，体有金光。
Yeah. Okay. Then you must say 积极如律令，积极如律，积极如律。哈。
积极有灵，积极有灵，积极有灵。哈。Can pass it.
Yeah.
Okay, can.
Good.
Must have fearing. Must have feeling.
Yeah, you have the feelings. Sorry, yeah. You must have the feelings and the what do you call that? The expression of it.
Okay. Very important. I think in spirit work, the feeling you put into the words is important. If you don't have belief in your words, you don't have the conviction in your words, tak pakai, tak pakai. Okay.
Better lah, more powerful lah.
Anyway, Master, I believe the next time I will see you is not in KL. It will be in Singapore. Then I'll go KL with you after that. Okay?
Yeah, bring my wife along together.
Okay,
Yeah, because
okay.
she's very good in feng shui and birthday.
Okay. I'll see you
Yeah.
soon.
Okay.
All right, ladies and
Alright,
gentlemen.
Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you, everybody. Thank you for
Thank
watching
you.
us.
Good
We'll see you
night.
guys next week on Friday Night Live.
Okay.
Bye.
See you again. All right.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.